need to pump up more in their game. So we're gonna move into Alpine here for game number 4. After that booyah from Lost and aggressive gameplay here by the Brazilian team, I could believe that maybe Lost could again surprise us with an amazing game.
Yeah, Lost looked really good. 3 booyahs throughout the entirety of the days they've been playing here. They're aggressive, they are hot. Rahone is playing incredibly well. And there are so many situations where you thought they were at the back foot. They had lost 2 players already. Then what? They bring the players back into the recovery. It's incredible on Bermuda this morning.
Yeah, now we're looking at Alpine. We are looking at drop spots of the players, but it looks like we might have a scuffle here in Snowfall as R7 and Buriram are dropping at the same place. Bounty has been placed on a Virtus Pro Diamond by, I believe it's by RRQ. So with that said, RRQ now sort of have information regarding the position of Virtus Pro. Meanwhile, we are now panning on towards Snowfall. As I said, it's Rainbow 7 and Buriram. However, on River Mouth, Dragons and Red Hawks are at it right now.
Aggressive as heck right now as DRG. They're going aggressive. Kutush falls Blade as well. And Blade can't even be recovered anymore. For now, they have to find a way to get themselves back into this game. But DRG 3 already. And this is a great start for them. I glazed them on the stage earlier for a good reason. This is a team out of nowhere that's gone completely nuclear and taking down so many big names.
A short run here for Red Hawks. The last member was finally found. It was found by Motovia from Pain Gaming as Motovia is on that lighthouse tower, encompassing the whole area of River Mouth, looking...
बेटा भाई जी आरएस की टीम शेष है क्या तो भाई बेटा भाई जी देखते आते भीतर आते खुशी मेरा बेटा भाई जी
Despite being in a position where it's hard for
बेटा भाई जी रे अगर माइक टॉमस लगा खेल कोई नहीं ठीक है बेटा
So with that said, Motiva tried his best. Carlos goes
चलो शेष है में आरएस की टीम शेष भाई
on the floor, manages to collect another point here for Pain Gaming. Motivia doing a lot of work for Pain Gaming in the early stages of the match.
They're looking to break some hearts and break some dreams because DRG, while they're hot, they are currently on the back foot in terms of bodies. So the best way is to go, for cover. And the same thing could be said about Falcons because they are here to hunt to play. They're ready here for names and also kills. But Pain Gaming are rallying. They get the kills. DRG will never falls here, but for Pain, they try their best to get those pickups. But Peter, he's aggressive. There's a reason why he is one of the #1 decorated players on this team.
ये लो बेटा की छोड़ नहीं भाई की यार
Pick up for the team, and you're looking to find a different way to eliminate Pain from this game.
So Gus tried to fly himself away from Falcon, but apparently the Falcon managed to swoop him away in midair. So there is only Motivia left, and Motivia doing what towards Team Dragons? He managed to secure 4 elimination for this Brazilian team, all alone with that car and also Woodpecker. Oh, such a unique setup here by Motivia, using the glue wall and also the mid-jump pad right on top to gain elevation and a good angle to actually go towards Forest Red. So, main job here for Motovia, he has to revive the others.
You want to be able to do that as well. I mean, you saw they had a bit more advantage in terms of their cover and positioning as well. But Falcons did a great job of rally and being able to break through those defenses, running in as a 2-2 to be able to just really push them outside into the open arms for his teammates. And I think that Falcons, while they have been a bit more quiet, they are here today to just really solidify their lead.
Pain Gaming is back. Motovia managed to actually revive everyone back. Meanwhile, a little bit of a scuffle here in Rai as AGAL spotted on Olympus, scouring around the same area. Rai is a very open space area. They have to actually close in their gap. Meanwhile, Noki was knocked by Yu on the backside. That they have to take refuge in that arsenal. Noki again on the floor, this time alongside Adam. And Onyx Olympus not looking so good. They have to fly away, and indeed they did. So the remaining members try to exit. Only one member actually exited, as Zyro was left here to handle EGAL all alone. Barras tried to break as much wall as possible with the Groza in hand, and Zyro managed to find cover for the current time being. He had base, but sadly due found his back and Zyro goes down.
This is a terrible position to be in when you have no clue where the AGL members are. And AGL realizing that they have to really struggle to earn their spot into that top 12 just really fuels them further. Now they have, all the, Armory, they have the upgraded weapons, and I think this would really increase their firepower, give them an upper advantage to be able to get all those frags, to be able to solidify themselves into some points in terms of kills, in terms of positioning as well.
Alright, we might see another Falcon and Pain Gaming interaction here, this time on River Mouth. Here is a short replay from Rainbow 7 where we could not actually report it for you guys, and Rainbow 7 manages to actually control Buriram. It looks like Buriram has to exit the vicinity instead. And now we're looking at Falcon again. We're about to see whether or not Falcon repeats their match against Pain. They had a very good run earlier where Pain was left with Motovia to do all the revive, but apparently Pain manages to actually find a route to fall back, by Gus has been spotted by Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons are ever watching, eyes like a hawk, if you want to say it. Gus gets backstabbed here, his teammate wants to pick him up, but I don't think that Keroro is going to allow him that space to be able to do so. A lot of pressure going toward him as well, and Peter cannot do a lot to help his team in this situation. And as for Falcons, they're understanding that in this dire situation, the best course of action is to take a little bit more space.
Pina tries to actually do some suppress fire towards Team Pain Gaming, but knowing that they are quite far apart against each other, so Falcon decides to actually just maybe find another thing to do here in River Mouth, maybe find some resources that are lacking in the team. But it looks like Pina was aimed at, I think Pain Gaming, yeah, Pain Gaming from the minimap. It looks like they are trying to engage on towards Team Falcons. Meanwhile, the first zone is about to close. There's a few teams still outside of the zone. Example, Buriram, AGAL, and also Lost. Dragons resetted back their team. However, they are currently being bountied by another team in our Alpine, and it looks like the circle has updated, putting Sunside as the middle point.
Interestingly enough, that southern side is such a heavy point of contention. So many teams rotating over, which means we're going to see some bloody fights coming from there. Virtus Pro, I think they can chill for now, as the rest of Onyx are looking for a slower and later rotation as they try to bring themselves back into this game. And I say bring themselves back into the game is such an important thing for them, because you want to be able to make sure that you have a bit more space to work with. Your teammates are able to get back into the game safely, and you're able to rendezvous together, to move together as a unit.
Alright, we're looking at Vision, System SP. They had two good games there actually, despite currently being in the lower part of the